Every Jamaican knows that Kingston Harbor is the 7th largest natural harbor in the world. Some of us may have doubted whether or not a U.S. aircraft carrier could be docked here in Kingston Harbor. Well, we are the 7th largest natural harbor in the world. So yes, we can host the largest ships.
Meanwhile, Cuba is vowing it won't surrender to the U.S. The country's military posted this video to Facebook. The caption reads, quote, "The ceasefire order will never be given if it implies capitulating to the enemy." Last week, federal prosecutors indicted former Cuban leader Raul Castro on charges of conspiracy to kill U.S. nationals over a fatal attack on 2 planes in 1996. Now, U.S. and Cuban officials are negotiating in Havana.
The USS Nimitz is sitting 90 miles off Cuba's coast. Raul Castro has been indicted. The CIA already flew to Havana, and now the general who commands all U.S. forces in Latin America just walked to the edge of Guantanamo Bay and shook hands with Cuba's military. General Francis Donovan, head of U.S. Southern Command, met face-to-face with Cuban Army General Roberto Legra Sotolongo, Cuba's first deputy minister of the Chief of the General Staff, and other senior Cuban military leaders at the perimeter fence of Naval Station Guantanamo Bay on Friday, and waited. These monthly fence line meetings had been suspended since Trump took office. Then came the detail that changes everything. This is the 3rd high-level contact between the U.S. and Cuba in just 2 weeks. The CIA flew to Havana first, then State Department diplomats met Cuban officials. Now the military. None of these meetings produced the results Washington was seeking, and after each one, the U.S. imposed new sanctions anyway. Here's what nobody is saying out loud. The U.S. military presence in the Caribbean is still active and includes at least 1 amphibious assault ship. Cuba's foreign minister has warned that any U.S. military action would lead to a bloodbath where thousands of Cubans and Americans would die. The Pentagon confirmed Friday that a new round of deployments is being evaluated. 3 meetings in 2 weeks, sanctions after every one, and an aircraft carrier still waiting offshore. Do you think the U.S. is genuinely trying to negotiate with Cuba? We're slowly setting the stage for something bigger. Comment and share.
A U.S. Navy supercarrier, the USS Nimitz, is now positioned right outside Cuba in the Caribbean. This move follows statements from Donald Trump, who hinted that after targeting Iran and Venezuela, Cuba could be the next major focus, even suggesting a friendly takeover is on the table. Now, that threat looks real. The massive warship is sitting just off the coast, packed with a full strike group and roughly 90 fighter jets. Havana isn't backing down, though. The Cuban government warned it is fully prepared to strike back against any foreign military action. But here's the twist. The U.S. already has a massive foothold inside the country. Washington has leased the Guantanamo Bay Naval Base right on Cuban soil since 1903. If this standoff boils over into actual war, that exact base will become ground zero for the conflict.